Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Strategy X. This was created by Konami and licensed to Stern in 1981. And this is actually kind of a cool game. You are a tank, and you are moving upwards on the screen, trying to destroy various cannons that are taking shots at you, and trying to complete an area. And you have a button for firing, and I guess you have a button to aim your turret to the left and a button to aim your turret to the right. And you don't just aim it like 45 degrees one way. You get really free range of movement with the turret. The enemy cannons only have 8 directions that they can shoot, and they don't actively try to shoot at you. They just kind of rotate and fire here and there. But I like in the attract mode here that when the tank's moving around, it shoots at the bricks, and where it actually says brick, it blows out the letters of the word. Kind of funny. There will be fuel stations that you will need to keep your eye out for because your fuel supply will not last terribly long. And you need to park on that fuel station and sit there for a moment while your fuel replenishes. You will hear a little tone to tell you that the fuel is running out. This is water that your tank is on, and it can go through that. But brick walls, any other kind of wall, you'll blow up if you touch it, which sucks. There are little TNT boxes that will create blast radiuses that can take out enemies that are nearby. It can also take out fuel tanks that are nearby. You don't want to do that. We'll get started. There's like a total of 5 different areas that you can go through, and there will be a boss at the end of them, or at the end of the last one. And then you start everything over again. There are mines, and you see at least one there in the water. You can't shoot the mine, but it's deadly if you run over it. Again, don't run into a wall of any sort. You will die, and you can accidentally take your eyes off the action and slam into a wall because you weren't paying attention. So keep your eyes sharp for walls, and make sure that you avoid running into them. Those cannons will not always shoot. There will be parts of the game when they will be not moving. There will be something else that's attacking you. That'll come a little bit later. The TNT markers, when you shoot them, they make a little blast radius, and you can take out multiple enemies that are close, within real close proximity. And those can also take out your fuel canisters. But again, you'll want to sit for a minute on top of your fuel canister, and the fuel will go back up a little bit and you'll get some bonus points. Definitely take advantage of the fuel canisters, and you'll hear a little beeping sound indicating that you're low on fuel, and you'll get a little bit more back when you go to the next area. Now we have these little, so either little cars or little jeeps, probably little jeeps, and they try to slam into you, and they can be destroyed by running into walls, or they can be shot by well, maybe they can't be shot by the cannons because the cannons aren't firing. But you can also lead the cars into the mines. And yeah, you can be destroyed by the mines if you're not paying attention, but you cannot shoot them. Keep getting those fuel canisters. But yeah, these cannons are not shooting right now. Oh crap, I destroyed the fuel canister. Did not want to do that. Crap, I need a fuel canister. Ah, crap. You get an extra tank at 10,000 points. I didn't make it all the way through all of the areas. There's my extra tank. But I will show you what they all look like. And again, there is a boss at the end of the final area, and there's a total of 5 areas, I think. The boss does not actually attack you. All you have to do is destroy it. I'd never seen this in arcades, but I like it for a 1981 game. It's not bad at all. Kind of makes me think a little bit of Borderline. But yeah, don't confuse the water with walls. You can go through the water. It's just a little bit slippery. You don't get any points for shooting the walls. Yeah, let's go over here and get some more fuel. Yeah, we just got like 2 more areas to go through after this one. Now this sucks. These tanks here, these little yellow tanks, will shoot, but for some reason you cannot see their bullets. It's probably a glitch. It probably showed up in the original arcade game, but you can't see it in through MAME in either the Konami original or the Stern licensed version. But you can tell they're shooting at you. You can hear it, and you blow up for no reason, seemingly no reason, if you get in their sights. But they are shooting. You just cannot see their shots, which sucks. It's possible that that's how the original game goes, and I think that's stupid if that's the case. Yep, never saw this one, but I would have played it if I saw it, and I would have probably liked it back in the day. For 1981, it's definitely not bad. Whoops, yep, I got shot and I couldn't see their bullets. But you get an opportunity to continue if you want to. You got to put in a credit and then press fire before the time runs out. You don't see a counter. But I was just short a couple areas before I could get to the boss. Well, I hope you enjoyed your weekend. This is Columbus Day weekend. But I know not everybody gets it off, but I get all those government holidays off. Or federal holidays off. And this time I will continue. And you get to start over at the beginning of the area you were on, or as the game calls it, the part. Hope you enjoyed your, if you like football, I hope you enjoyed it today. Hope your team won. And if they didn't play today, maybe they play tomorrow. Or maybe they have a bye. My team won. I was happy, even though they weren't that great on offense. But yeah, be very careful around those walls. They will kill you if you run into one. On later levels, or maybe just the last one, the TNT markers will turn like, I think, green. They might have a wider radius of a blast. And now now we have the cannons back to shooting at you, and the water puddles move. Weird. I put on invincibility by this point. I didn't put on infinite fuel, but I put on invincibility. I just wanted to make it through the game as quickly as possible so you could see the rest of the areas. But yeah, one more area and then I will be able to see the boss. And the boss does not attack you. He just sits there waiting for you to shoot him and end the entire first round. But yeah, all those walls are deadly. Do not touch them. Yeah, this kind of makes me think of Borderline a little bit. But Borderline ran on the Sega Vic Dual hardware, and thus the graphics were not nearly as detailed. Yeah, there were a number of Konami games that were licensed to Stern in the early 80s. This and Scramble and Super Cobra, a number of other games. This didn't really seem to get a whole lot of notice in the arcades, but it's definitely playable. I think this got a home console release. But yeah, I never saw it in arcades. Yeah, I'm still doing a whole bunch of re-uploads, so sorry if I'm not getting to any of your old requests. There's just X amount of re-uploads I want to do, and someday I'd like to go back and redo the 20 From series, because there's a number of videos that weren't that great from that series. The boss character is coming up pretty soon. Yeah, you don't get any points for breaking bricks, so don't waste your time if you don't need to. Make sure that you visit those fuel canisters. There is the boss. You see him nestled amongst the cannons there. Take out a couple of the cannons. There he is to my left. And that's the end of that. We'll start all the levels over again. And I guess I got another tank. But that's Strategy X by Konami and licensed to Stern in 1981. Not a bad game at all. Well, that's Strategy X by Konami and licensed to Stern in 1981. Well, I thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great Columbus Day weekend. Have a good one, everybody, and I'll see you later with my next video. Bye-bye.